I've got another game for you of Miaoyi's. She's playing the white pieces against this FIDE master from Azerbaijan. He was born in 2004. Difficult to find pictures of him. I do have one. But yeah, he is a master from Azerbaijan, which is where longtime world champion Gary Kasparov is from. Miaoyi, as you know, of course, she's rated at 23.99 from China. She was born in 2010. She will be 13 here in a couple of months. And yeah, I think the challenger is somewhere around 18 years old or perhaps almost 19. We'll go ahead and get right into the game. Miaoyi begins with pawn to e4. We have pawn to e5 by the challenger, and now Miaoyi plays knight to f3. Both players doing a great job of controlling the center. Knight to c6 for the Italian game. Well, actually, bishop to c4 becomes the Italian game, and now we have knight to f6 by black. Miaoyi goes for the aggressive knight to g5, although this is a book move. Only way you really can play this is pawn to d5, as played by black. Miaoyi captures with e captures on d5, and now knight to a5, which is the book move in the opening here, attacking the bishop. Miaoyi plays bishop to b5, and this variation been played tens of thousands of times at this point. And most common move to play here would be pawn to c6. Miaoyi captures with d captures on c6, and now black ends up with an isolated pawn with pawn captures on c6. Miaoyi repositions her bishop to d3, which is an okay move. Looks a bit awkward to me, blocking in the central pawn here. Usually you don't want to do that. In fact, the engine suggests just playing queen to f3, pinning the pawn to the rook, but we'll go ahead and continue with what happened in the position. We now have bishop to c5 by the master, and Miaoyi plays the best move in the position, just simply castling here. And now we have knight to d5. Now, this has never been played in a master game before, so this is a brand new game as far as masters are concerned. Miaoyi being much higher rated than she needs to be considered a master, although she doesn't have her master title. The young man does have his master title, so this is in fact a master game. Miaoyi plays knight back to f3, and now we have knight to f4 by black, and this variation has been played in submaster play, so this was the most common move in that position. And Miaoyi just goes ahead and moves her rook to e1 here, and now we do have a brand new chess game. This has never happened before. Best move suggested by the engine would be just to play bishop to e2, as you might expect, as if knight captures here, you end up with doubled pawns isolated in the center, which would be unfortunate, I would think. The master goes ahead and plays pawn to f6. This is a blunder. The engine says, yeah, you should go ahead and capture the bishop and create this poor pawn structure. So that was a mistake here. We'll go ahead and continue, though. Now Miaoyi does play bishop back to f1, perhaps suddenly realizing that that was not a good spot for a bishop. This is the best possible move in the position. And now knight back to e6 by black. Miaoyi plays pawn to c3, best possible move in the position. And now queen to b6 by the master. Miaoyi plays the best possible move, pawn to d4. Now that was the purpose of pawn to c3. And now we have pawn captures on d4. So e captures is on d4 by the master. And Miaoyi plays the pawn fork with pawn to b4 here. Best possible move. We now have pawn captures on c3 by the master, and that is the best move here. And Miaoyi goes ahead and captures the bishop. So pawn captures or b captures on c5. We have queen captures on c5 by black. Miaoyi now up a pawn. She plays queen to c2 here. Definitely a strong way to play in the position. And the master plays king to f7 here. This was a fine move, although castling would have been better. Even still, Miaoyi is totally winning in this position already. We have bishop now to d3 by Miaoyi, and now queen over to h5 by the master. Lu Maoyi captures the pawn on c2. Knight captures on c3, that is. And now we have pawn to c5 by the master. Lu Maoyi plays knight to e4 here. And now we have rook to d8 by the master. Lu Maoyi plays queen to a4 here. And now we have bishop to d7 by the master. Lu Maoyi captures the knight here, up 5 points now. And now we have... it's hard to believe this guy's a master. We have pawn to c4 here. And maybe you can spot the move that Lu Maoyi plays before the master resigns. So Lu Maoyi plays this next move and the master resigns. So pause your video if you want to check that out. It actually leads to a mate in 5, although, like I said, this guy resigns. Yeah, Lu Maoyi just goes ahead and captures the queen here. Yeah, even masters evidently hang queens. Yeah, that's the end of the game. It's actually a forced mate in 5, and we'll go ahead and take a look at that variation now. So this was the end of the game, but let's see why the master resigned, besides just blundering his queen. So from here, it's actually mate in 4. So best would be king to g7, and then the knight should sacrifice itself on f6 with check. Pawn captures back. Now we have queen captures on h7, supported by the bishop sitting there on d3. King to f8, and now bishop to a3, check. King is forced over to e8, and now bishop to g6 is checkmate. So makes complete sense that the master did resign the game. If you blunder your queen, you really should. I think you should fight on. I think you should fight on to the bitter end. But seeing that there's a mate in 4 after you blunder your queen, it does make sense that this young man did resign the game. Anyway, that's the game. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, as I will be posting game reviews every day, as well as tactics. And so, yeah, if you're into chess, please join me. Thank you. Take care, everybody.